For today's headlines, Manny Pacquiao faces party sanctions, says Cusi. PDP-Laban split possible, says legal expert. Outages hit Luzon again. NCR not yet ready for MGCQ. OFW remittance up by 13%. Suns to stop Giannis on Game 4. LPA spotted in Catarman, northern Samar. Good morning, I am San Locus and you are watching Tribune News on Q. Today is Wednesday, June 14, and now the news. Energy Secretary Alfonso Cusi, Vice Chairman of the ruling party PDP-Laban, said on Tuesday that Senator Manny Pacquiao is facing sanctions for his possible violations of the party's internal rules when he criticized the government's handling of the West Philippine Sea. Pacquiao is set to fight unbeaten Errol Spence in Las Vegas on August 21, but the PDP-Laban is holding an assembly this weekend where Pacquiao's head is said to be on the chopping block. Cusi disclosed in a virtual press briefing on Tuesday that the result of a probe called by the party's Bulacan chapter against Pacquiao, who is also acting as the party's president, will be bared during the National Council Assembly on July 16 to 17. Signed by key members of the chapter, the resolution charged Pacquiao of disloyalty and for committing other acts inimical to the party. The assembly is expected to be attended by high-ranking officials of PDP-Laban, including its chair, President Rodrigo Duterte. Part of the agenda are the finances of the assembly of the party, membership, and the new election of party officials to replace those who are holding acting positions. Pacquiao's camp, however, had repeatedly denounced the meeting as illegitimate, with Senator Coco Pimentel, Executive Vice Chair and former party president, announcing that he will boycott the event. The Commission on Elections is expected to step in should the rift between the two factions in the ruling PDP-Laban worsens. House of Representatives Deputy Speaker Rufus Rodriguez, during Daily Tribune's Straight Talk on Tuesday, said that a split is likely to happen if PDP-Laban officers end up endorsing different presidential candidates for 2022. He said the COMELEC will select who will carry the name of the PDP-Laban, whether it is a group of Senators Manny Pacquiao and Coco Pimentel or the group of President Duterte and Energy Secretary Alfonso Cusi. Rodriguez said that it is a matter that COMELEC would decide. Despite the ongoing infighting within the party, Rodriguez believed that PDP-Laban could select a standard-bearer who is not a member of the party, citing the country's political history. The Cusi faction is pushing for Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte, who is not member of the party. She has her own party, Hugpong ng Pagbabago, while the other faction is pushing for the presidential bid of Senator Manny Pacquiao. Rodriguez said the party can adopt a presidential bet or join a coalition to support a candidate. In other news, reserve energy in the Luzon grid fell below the minimum level on Tuesday, prompting the system operator to issue yet another yellow alert. The National Grid Corporation of the Philippines raised a yellow alert from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. and 12 noon to 2 p.m. yesterday after our 4 plants went on unplanned outages. The NGCP said Luzon ran on thin supply with 143 megawatts of net operating margin. The grid had an operating requirement of 10,924 megawatts, while available capacity was only 11,067 megawatts. The grid had plunged in and out of yellow and red alerts in the past months due to low power reserve levels. A yellow alert means reserves are below the minimum level set by the regulator, which is often equivalent to the capacity of the largest running generating unit on the grid. A yellow alert does not necessarily mean that power outages will occur. Tribune News on Q will be back after these reminders.
Iba ng panahon, ang dami ng bago ngayon. Pati ang mundo natin, well, nagbago na rin. Buti ang bayan, bigger, better na. You can buy it to centers, pati sa mga parties may online pa at app. You can buy it with your fingers, still no remittance and more. Online shopping, you can buy it all. Di magpadala, you can buy it all. Anong pera transaction, you can buy it all.
Sabayan ang pagbabago ng mundo for all your pera transactions, all new Bayan.
The Octa research on Tuesday said the National Capital Region is not yet ready for a modified general community quarantine despite improvement in COVID-19 situation in the region. Octa fellow Professor Ranjit Reyes said while the metropolis situation is improving, it should remain under general community quarantine because of the threat of the Delta variant. Reyes, however, said the NCR may ease restrictions to some business establishments. The infectious diseases experts urged the government to strictly implement the minimum public health standards in order to avoid further spread of the virus. Octa also emphasized the importance of prioritizing the vaccination of eligible individuals in the NCR Plus 8 areas. Personal remittances from overseas Filipino workers went up by 13.3% in May 2021, latest data from the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas show. The latest increase in personal remittances amounted to $2.65 billion, higher than the $2.34 billion posted in April 2020. Personal remittances from land and sea-based workers with work contracts of less than 1 year went up by 2.7%, while those from land-based workers with work contracts of 1 year or more likewise grew by 16.2% year-on-year. On a cumulative basis, personal remittances aggregated to $13.68 billion, representing a 6.6% growth from the $12.83 billion in the first 5 months in 2020. Similarly, OFW cash remittances coursed through banks rose by 13.1% to $2.38 billion in May, from just $2.10 billion in the same month a year ago. Bulk of 40.1% of the overall remittances came from the United States, followed by Singapore, Saudi Arabia, Japan, the United Kingdom, the United Arab Emirates, Canada, South Korea, Qatar, and Taiwan. We will be back. Stay with us.
Every time I'm on the road, I can expect high performance from Phoenix Fuels. Now with Pulse technology, delivers enhanced power and acceleration to make every trip come alive.
Hatch something big. The all-new Honda City hatchback with 4 seating modes. Utility mode, long mode, tall mode, refresh mode. The all-new City hatchback. Hatch more life.
Viber is the free and secure way to connect with friends and family, anywhere. Send messages and make phone and video calls for free. Download Viber now.
In sports, a frustrated Phoenix Suns squad struggling to slow down Milwaukee forward Giannis Antetokounmpo risks losing its National Basketball Association finals unless it can find some answers in the next game. The 26-year-old Greek star scored 41 points and grabbed 12 rebounds to lead the host Bucks to a Game 3 win on Sunday, and Milwaukee can level the best-of-7 series at 2-2 with another home triumph on Wednesday. Suns forward Cam Johnson said the team should stop and resist Giannis' efforts. The Suns will need to adjust to boost their hopes of the first NBA title in their 53-year history. The Suns have been resilient in the playoffs, winning 9 playoff games in a row after back-to-back losses to the Los Angeles Lakers in the opening round. The Suns and Bucks will meet tomorrow morning for Game 4. A low-pressure area was spotted 20 kilometers east of northeast of Catarman, northern Samar. But there was no indication as this early if this would develop to a tropical storm. Mimaropa, Bicol region and Visayas will have cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms caused by the LPA. Manila and the rest of the country will be partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers or thunderstorms due to localized thunderstorms. Temperature will be at its highest at 31.3 degrees Celsius and 24 degrees Celsius at its lowest. The sunrise is at 5:33 a.m. and sunset will be at 6:29 p.m. tonight. And that wraps up the stories this morning. Catch the latest news on our website tribune.net.ph and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. The Daily Tribune is one with the nation in facing the COVID-19 crisis, and in line with this, the Daily Tribune digital edition on Press Reader is now available for free online. You can also download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store or Google Play to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune is also inviting everyone to join its community Viber Kachibu to get updates on the freshest and hottest news and entertainment stories of the day. Tarsito emoticons are also available on our community Viber. Just visit the sticker store and search for Kachibu Community. And before we go, we would like to thank the SM Store, the Department of Tourism, Araneta Center, and Alan Lin, Council Member of Overseas Community Affairs, Republic of China. Again, this is Sandy Locos and you're watching Tribune News on Q. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good morning and have a nice day.